This shit is so comical, man. You got people, the dominant white society, mainstream media. You got these guys out here just clinging on to the next white savior in boxing, in combat sports, in to be specific, combat sports. You know, they're looking for the next white savior. You know, and they're already propping up this guy Vasyl Lomachenko, and I gave this guy props for beating Rigondeaux. I gave him props. I gave him his props. I gave him respect. He did his thing. Turns out, you know, Rigo was injured. He did have a fracture in his hand, but the man quit. You know, there's guys that fought through all kinds of injuries without quitting. But at the same time, I give, you know, Vasyl Lomachenko his props. He did beat Rigo. Rigo had to come up 2 weight classes. The man is 37 years old, my age, way smaller, did what he did. But at the same time, you got mainstream media guys out here like Dan Raphael talking about he's better. He's going to give Mayweather hell, right? You got Bob, white supremacist Aram, out of here talking about he's better than Muhammad Ali. I mean, it's just complete blasphemy. You know, a guy with 11 professional fights. Here's his box spec right here. Already being compared, or actually being rated better than Muhammad Ali and Floyd Mayweather. 2 legends in the sport of boxing that did way more for the sport. Muhammad Ali did way more for the sport of boxing in his pinky than Vasyl's entire career. Matter of fact, when he finishes his career, he's not even going to touch Muhammad Ali. But here's a guy, Vasyl Lomachenko, who lost to Orlando Salido in his 2nd professional fight. Orlando Salido just got knocked out in the 6th round by Miguel Roman. Okay? This guy has 12 losses. And Salido got knocked out and he's now retired. And yet y'all got the audacity to compare Vasyl Lomachenko and say he's better than Floyd Mayweather and Muhammad Ali. Again, this is so blasphemous. So blasphemous. You know, you go on my Instagram page. You know, when I first heard about the fight, and the fight, first of all, the fight between Lomachenko and Rigondeaux, it was so under promoted. Like, nobody knew about the damn fight. If you weren't a true diehard boxing fan, you didn't know nothing about this fight. These were 2 pound-for-pound fighters right here. 2 pound-for-pound fighters. And it was basically actually no promotion at all. Nobody talked about it. None of the mainstream media outlets talked about it. But I rooted for Rigo simply because he was black. Now, you know, of course, he's an exceptional fighter. And he was underutilized and for various reasons. Underutilized, highly avoided in his division. Nobody wanted to fight this guy. And there's always excuses about this guy's style. His style is boring. He doesn't sell out. Yada, yada, yada. There's always a damn illogical excuse not to fight this guy. Right? But the thing about it is I rooted for Rigondeaux because he was simply black. I wanted to see this guy excel and beat the odds in terms of what he went through. I mean, he literally had to he went up 2 weight classes to fight Lomachenko, but he had to beg, damn near stalk Lomachenko for the fight. And when it finally happened, you know, we saw his demise. And it's due to, you know, again, I give Lomachenko his props, but because of the fact that you have a guy that's 37 years old, moved up 2 weight classes, he was inactive. All right. Wasn't a very active fighter at all because he was highly avoided amongst other things. But he lost the fight because of all of those things into one. All of those reasons I just mentioned. Right. And again, because of the dominant performance by Vasyl Lomachenko, he's being praised by mainstream media as well as his promoter, Bob Arum, who was, I don't know why this guy still alive. Why is Bob Arum still alive? The man is damn near 90 years old. He's still upright and still talking. The same with Donald Trump. I mean, Clockwork Orange. These guys, these old ass motherfuckers are still upright, talking, doing things that regular people in their 30s and 40s and earlier are doing on a day-to-day basis. It's crazy. But the white savior, the white deities that they're trying to look for and prop up and hype up, you know, Teddy Atlas, again, another guy, propping this guy up and had the audacity right in front of Andre Ward and Terrence Crawford saying that Vasyl Lomachenko is better than both of these guys. And the resume, the accomplishments these guys have, Terrence Crawford, who I still have #1 pound for pound, and Andre Ward, right? You compare what they did for the sport of boxing to what Vasyl Lomachenko has done. There's no comparison. We know this. That's a no-brainer. There's no comparison whatsoever, right? But yet this guy is being propped up by the mainstream white supremacist media because they're looking for that next white savior. These Eastern European fighters, you know, their style is basically a black slick fighter style. It's a slick fighter style that has been perfected by people classified as black or African American. Point blank and simple. The style of Lomachenko are just their variants of Floyd Mayweather, their variants of Sugar Ray Leonard, their variants of, I can go way back in the day, Felipe Lopez. I mean, there's so many other fighters that he has styles from who were black, or who are black rather. You know what I'm saying? But this type of style, especially the Eastern European boxing styles, are just black slick fighters. Black slick fighters. That's all it is. You know? So it never ceases to amaze me to see, you know, guys like Dan Raphael, Bob Arum, propping up this guy, Vasyl Lomachenko, as the next greatest boxer of all time. Actually, they're already saying he's the best boxer of all time. Can you imagine a guy, right, that accomplished, you know, moved up in 5 different weight classes, beat the most pound for pound fighters, right, ever on his record. And you compare that to a guy with 11 professional fights and he's already being touted as better than that guy that dominated the division for 20 years. Oh, that's a guy by the name of Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather, all right, who's dominated the sport, undefeated for 20 plus years. That gets deleted. That gets deleted and just thrown out of the water because of a guy with 11 professional fights and lost his second professional fight in his career with 1 loss. He's 11-1. You know what I'm saying? It just never ceases to amaze me, man. This crap, man. This is beyond bonkers right here. Beyond bonkers. You know, they're just clinging on. What this reminds me of really is the fact that this guy is so overhyped, and he still has a long way to go. He's got to move up in weight. You know, he's got to clean out other division. He's got to clean out his own division, but he's also got to move up in weight. He's going to move up to 135. Right? He's got a long way to go. He's not even the best pound for pound fighter right now. You know what I'm saying? Terrence Crawford is still number one. Still number one. But it's just beyond crazy, man. Like, this is the same media, and shout out to Dante's Boxing. He mentioned this on his live stream. This is the same white supremacist mainstream media who touted Roman Gonzalez, Chocolatito, as the best boxer in the past 25 years before he got knocked out. Right? So anybody classified as non-black, they want to prop up and make them the next savior in boxing. They try to do it with Conor McGregor. Epic fail. Vasyl Lomachenko, he has the skills. I give him props. But it's way too premature to and bringing up Muhammad Ali's name is basically blasphemy itself. It's you never speak of the man's name in vain like that, with the legacy and the things he's done for the sport and outside of that as well. You know what I'm saying? It's beyond crazy. Beyond crazy. So anyway, fam, I just wanted to share my thoughts about that. I've seen a lot of people talking about this in the boxing channels I subscribe to, and I just wanted to lay my opinion on this. You know, it's the next, like I said, Vasyl is the next white savior they're trying to cling on to. He is basically like Lonzo Ball in reverse. What I mean by that is Lonzo Ball was overhyped as well, right? Before he stepped onto an NBA court because of his father. But at the same time, he is being scrutinized on a game-by-game basis because of the hype. He's already being labeled as a bust after, first 20-some-odd games, right? But at the same time, you got to understand, when was the last time a basketball player to come out of the draft to be judged on a game-by-game basis the way Lonzo Ball has been being judged, right? I can't remember the last player, and not even LeBron James. LeBron James wasn't even judged on a game-by-game basis whether or not he was good or bad, right? Or bust. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, this is Lonzo Ball in reverse. The reverse meaning that Lomachenko, right, is being overhyped to the point where that the hypeness that was created for him has not been done before because he's been in only 11 professional fights. You name me a fighter after 11 professional fights that's already being compared to be better than Muhammad Ali or Floyd Mayweather. There has not been one fighter after 11 professional fights that has been touted to be better than Floyd Mayweather or Muhammad Ali. None. So that's the point I was making with that. All right. So those are my thoughts on that, family. Leave your comments down below about Vasyl Lomachenko's victory over Ring of the Isle. Let me know what you guys think. Is this hype? Is this hype that's created? Is it warranted? Is it unjust? Let me know down below in the comment section. All right, family, make sure you guys follow me on social media, on Instagram at The Black Separatist, as you can see right here, and on Twitter at Black Separatist. Until next time, family, Chauncey, a.k.a. The Black Separatist, signing out. Peace.